I have one question about this summer house after party business. Why did we need this? What is this meant to do, Emily?
This is not fun. Summer should be fun. Amanda, not fun.
Piss me off, Sundi. That is all it did, was piss me off. I am over this nonsense. This is now our fourth post-season episode. And did we get any further clarification?
I don't think so. There's a couple of things, and we're going to talk about it. It's going to be brief. It's going to be super brief. But what they've also done is they've also added another timeline for us to contend with for In the City, because Summer House is wrapping up. But now we have to so Kyle and Amanda had this conversation in May, or not Kyle and Amanda,
after the reunion.
Yeah, and then we're watching them in November move, knowing. So this is what's so fucked up. We're watching Kyle and Amanda try to, quote, salvage their marriage when we have already seen what's happening. And so it kind of takes the teeth out of it, right? It's like the legs out of In the City. It just kind of got shot in the foot. And I'm going to talk about it a little bit when we get to In the City, but what are you doing?
Right. This was dumb. I mean, I think Bravo was trying to capitalize on the scandal and all of the momentum online. But
of
what
course,
they did is made me not care about their new show.
And two, all of this doubt that Amanda's face is doing. She's like, oh, I don't know. We already know that's not true because we saw them in Italy and her spitting in his mouth.
Right.
So it's like a mind fuck a little bit.
I hate her.
I know. She's the worst. We're going to talk about her
so much
in the city. I got some opinions about her, but Lindsay looks so cute. I'm just going to pick up really quick. Lindsay looks so cute in her little black t-shirt and her, mom. She looks like she's going for a go-see on America's Next Top Model. Super cute. Love her so much.
Amazing. I love her.
Lindsay. Nothing is really revealed here, but what do you make of Lindsay taking this big sister tact with Amanda? Do you care for that? I mean,
it felt a little condescending to me, and also a little bit yet again, here's another person contributing to the babying of Amanda. This woman is 33 years old. She's a fucking grown up. Let's all treat her like she's a grown up, and let's hold her to the standards that we hold grown women to.
And I also think it's very, very revealing that neither her nor Wes have watched the back half of this season. How dare you? And even Kyle, in a little bit, Kyle was like, listen, I really encouraged Amanda not to go on a podcast because we haven't filmed the reunion yet. You haven't seen these episodes. What are they doing? And I realize it's very uncomfortable to watch, but how in the world are you moving through the world filming all this shit and you haven't seen what we've seen? How?
I don't understand. I don't understand at all. That should be part of their contract with Bravo. First of all, don't show up to the reunion and sit there and go, I don't know, I guess we got something to think about. And second of all, watch your own fucking shows.
Yes.
When people come at you about stuff, you at least know what is happening and what they're talking about.
To that end, have you seen that Wes will not be invited back to season 11? Yeah. And all because
I'm not watching any more shows with Amanda. I'm going to finish out in this season of In the City. But if she is invited back on In the City or Summer House, I am not watching it. I cannot stand it.
I wonder what her future is for Bravo, because she's pretty widely hated too. It's surely they're not going to they're not going to bank on her for a future show. Swap her out for Carl. That's my hopes and wishes. Like I said, we didn't find out a lot of anything, but we do know that there's a discrepancy about whether or not who pursued who. Amanda says that Wes pursued her, but it was always in a group text. It was always in a group hang. And Wes said that she was obsessed with him and had a crush.
So I don't know. I'm really undecided on this because Amanda, your evidence that he pursued you not compelling. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Those group texts did not convince me that he was, like, coming after you. However, I do think that he is a narcissist, and narcissists will pursue in that beginning
Yeah.
stage. They will love bomb. They will make you feel, and I think particularly given that, you know, God, and Amanda, man, she just sucks so bad,
Well, and
okay?
her pathology too is that she needs that
Yes.
validation, and so he needs somewhere to point it, and she needs somewhere to receive it from, and so, like, they were just drawn together like magnets.
And I want to have sympathy for her, because when she's talking to Lindsay and she's talking about how when West was, you know, like, showing her attention and stuff, that it was like she finally had
Yeah.
feelings again. She finally woke up. I get that, okay? I was in a very, like, a marriage where I felt completely unseen, unheard,
Yeah.
and like I had just sacrificed myself, you know, and that me, like, my person was just gone. So I do completely, like, understand where she was coming from. But then it's like, before you can even actually have any sympathy for her, she just continues to be a terrible person.
Well,
And yeah, this whole, like, pick me that she has, and then his narcissist thing. I
I
honestly
really
wonder if one really truly pursued the other. It may have been an equal.
I think it was. I think they just sort of fell into it. I think that
Yeah.
he wanted her to go out, and he wanted her to, you know, like, be around, and she didn't wanna sit at home alone because she was sad and all this shit with Kyle, so they went out, and it kinda just fell into it. But I need somebody somewhere to give Lindsay Hubbard a hosting job, because the interview that she did, I'm gonna call that, because she totally interviewed her.
Right.
She's at one point, she said, "Why couldn't you have called it off right then?" And this was, like, before they slept together, and, like, before the reunion, like, when all this, like, stuff, when Wes looked at her and was like, "Hey, is this a thing?" Lindsay was like, "You could have stopped it right then."
Yes.
And, you know, she didn't really have an answer for it, except it felt so good, and it felt this and that and this and that. But Lindsay pulls no punches. Also, too, she's been all over goddamn social media talking about, well, she made
Yes.
a post that first just said, "West is trash."
Yes.
That's the first
Saw that.
sentence. It's like,
That was amazing.
okay, girl.
Agreed. Agreed. No notes, Lindsay. No notes.
And
Although I
she
do have one question.
okay.
Okay. Does Lindsay, like, does she come from money? Does she have, like, a trust fund situation or
I don't really
something?
know. I think that she has a very, very problematic relationship with her mother. I think her mother didn't really raise her, but she has a really close relationship with her aunt. So her aunt fulfilled some kind of mother role or something, but I don't really know much other than that.
Okay. Then she's getting some mad child support, is all I have to say. Her apartment
Girl,
is
no.
stellar. Okay.
Listen,
Like, no. Like,
every ad we saw though was Lindsay Hubbard in it. Like, and
look
she
at
even
the
got
other castmate on here, though. Like, their apartments are, like, fine, but hers is like, she has a
possibly,
fucking baby grand piano.
yeah. I mean,
Does she
but
play
still.
piano?
No, not that I know of. What do I know? I know, but I'm
Okay.
just saying, she's
Okay.
like, I think that she's, like, really on the hustle. Like, she got paid double in
I
the
know she's
city
on the hustle, but, like,
she had done some sponsorship while also filming in the city. So she's like, "Listen, I'm gonna get paid double. Y'all just write me a check, everybody." I was like, "Girl, okay, I hear you."
for her, like,
Also, Amanda here really maintains this line that, "I really wanted a family with Kyle." I don't think
I don't
you
believe
did. And Kyle has said as much that, you know what? You weren't ready for it. And I'm not saying she doesn't want it, but she's kind of trying to, like, flip it back around, which I also notice is what Wes does. Wes always tries to flip it around. Like, I kept telling Amanda that this was too soon. I kept
Right.
telling Ciara, I didn't even give Ciara my address. I kept telling Miha that it wasn't a thing. And I'm like, Wes, there's a common denominator here, sir. And it is not these three women.
Yeah. No. Yeah. No. I love that Lindsay was calling Amanda out on
Yeah.
everything. I loved all of her facial reactions to everything that Amanda had to say. That was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So, Amanda, get some better press-on nails. Those things were garbage. Okay.
I know, I got mine on right now. Hello, everyone.
I mean, yeah, but yours look good. Lindsay
Yeah.
had some on too, but Amanda's were like, these are obvious press-ons. Like, they were terrible.
Also, too, Lindsay's never going to miss an opportunity to down a man because she slipped in a small penis joke for Wes. And did you
And
hear?
how's Amanda going to sit there and not even try to, like, defend her man?
Girl, she said, "That's fair."
Yeah.
That's what she said. It's fair. Okay, well, you know what? Yikes. Let's see how that goes over later on. That's a real conversation.
He smells like a hot dog skin. He's always
Yeah.
sweaty, and he has a small penis and a pot belly. What are we seeing?
And he is
some of my texts,
so
right, that I sent you.
bad. Yeah.
I sent Sunday pictures while we were watching this. Pictures from screenshots of Eva and Miha, and I was like, these two incredibly gorgeous women both are getting like played by this douchebag. Like,
I guess it just goes to show like susceptibility and the way that women are like so open and just so ready to give someone a chance. And look what happens. You know what? Let this be a lesson. Do not entertain mediocre white men.
right?
But Amanda says that she doesn't remember the reunion because she just shuts down and disassociates, much like when Kyle yells at her all the time. Girl, come on.
Yeah, I think the word you were looking for was I was stoned, not disassociating. Okay?
Yeah, for
You
sure.
were just like, I mean, you were just on whatever you were on.
And
like,
I am really, really tired of everybody telling Amanda she needs to love herself. She needs to, like, you know, see your self-worth, acknowledge what you are. No, she needs to understand where her feet are in the world and that her actions have consequences. Stop
Exactly.
giving her a fucking participation trophy for existing in the world because that's what's fucking wrong with her.
Exactly. She needs to be called on her actions. And
Yes.
understand you can't just go do whatever the fuck you want to do with anyone at any time and go, oh, I just don't love myself enough to make good decisions. Girl,
Which,
you
you
know,
know, fair, but you know, we're not everybody in the whole world's got their eyeballs on you. Also, have you been seeing the social media of people from her high school kind of giving firsthand accounts?
Yeah.
The way in
She's
which
like a real mean girl. And like,
like their clique had a name and they would really kind of terrorize a lot of folks, which
that
you know,
tracks for me.
kind of it does. It
I feel
absolutely
like
tracks.
I absolutely believe that.
I mean, I believe it too.
Of course, your girlfriend group in high school had a name too.
Yeah, we did. I wasn't the mean one though. I was sweet.
Mean. I didn't.
Yeah,
there were
some of there was a few of us that were not the greatest, but not me. I was sweet. But
okay. If that's
what? I'm
I'm
obviously sticking to it. Just like you haven't given very many hand jobs. We're just all sticking to a very, very specific story. What do you make of her dancing around this idea that her and Wes have some sort of future, marriage, children? They've had this conversation. What is she doing?
We're thinking about having a conversation about thinking about the future. Like, I think they both know that they fucked up and that there's no future here and that they're
stuck now,
losing in the court of public opinion, and they're both just like, well, we're just gonna stick to this for now, you know? I mean
Lindsay flat out says he fucked Miha in March. Right. He was cheating on y'all both. You are the side piece.
Right. And Amanda goes, yeah.
I mean, I would give a ton of money to be a fly on the wall of the conversations between Wes and Amanda. What is he saying to her when they're like getting ready to film this kind of thing, or they're getting ready to like be in public and they know they're going to get a lot of backlash? What are they saying to each other? How are they justifying things to make themselves feel okay?
If they were, they'd have their stories.
Yeah. They're just not talking. They're just not talking at all.
I think they just are like doing a bunch of drugs and partying and I guess fucking. Like,
I mean, I
don't think there's a lot of like conversation going on.
According to Amanda, she just wanted to feel loved, Emilie, and she just felt that from Wes. She felt it.
Okay.
Fine. I don't know. You never know. We said this before. We never know what happens in somebody's relationship, but I think that I think that they thought they were going to sneak around and never get caught. And now they're caught. And I think they thought they were going to like do this little thing. It was going to be fun. Because they even said that the thrill, and Sierra and Miha were talking, like the thrill of sneaking around.
Secret, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And that now that they're caught, they are caught up and everybody's looking at them. And if they break up now, I don't even know. I mean, like it's already costing Wes his livelihood. Like he's his main source of income. Good. Not anymore. And I have no idea how it's going to go for Amanda. Sometimes reality TV can be more forgiving to white women than they are to men or people of color. But we'll see, because I don't know if Amanda could even go to the goddamn Whole Foods right now without getting spit on. Like, everybody is just anti-Amanda right now.
Yeah, I hate her. She sucks. She's like the worst.
Let's talk really quick about the Kyle and West. What struck you the most about this?
What are we doing here? Like, why? Like, what was? Also, I hate that damn dog. Okay, don't you go over there and lick on and try to give kisses to this little West TV. Okay, little dog. Yeah. You go be with Kyle, your daddy.
Well, Kyle picked up on the same thing that I did, because Wes walks in the door. He was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I knew better than to knock." Sir, how do you know?
Right.
Kyle said, "Have you been here before?" He's like, No. And then Wes sits down and the dog's all over him. And Kyle's like, "This dog knows you."
Right.
Like, obviously. And so you can just see the wheels turning. And I'll give it to Kyle. He never lost his temper. And he made a really interesting point about how...
I was very impressed.
About how he's toggling between, hey, this is my friend that did something shitty to me. Oh, and hey, and here's this dude who fucked my wife. And so he's having to go back and forth between these very, very complicated feelings. And he doesn't really articulate that. He just like, this is so weird. He doesn't really kind of like say the feelings that he's saying, but he's just like, this is so weird. This is just so weird. And it is. Did West say anything of any sort of merit?
The only thing that I found interesting that West said, and this was very early on in the conversation. So, okay, Bravo gives us, like you said, this timeline. So this was May 20th.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So this has been like 2 months ago. No. 1 month ago, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Barely.
Sorry. I don't know what. It's summer. Okay. I don't know what month.
Exactly. It's summer. But like, this is like 3 weeks ago, literally.
It's like a month ago. And West says, my time on camera is over. I just found that very interesting that he would say that. And then we just found out yesterday/today.
Do you think he knew they weren't going to ask him back? Or do you think that he means filming has ended?
I think he had gotten the axe by then, that he was like, done.
Yeah. Because he does say something about his performance at the reunion.
Yeah.
So maybe he had just gotten some like blowback from it.
Anyway, that was interesting. And then other than that, like...
He doesn't say anything.
How about West saying, I was trying to do the right thing a handful of times.
High five, buddy, for doing it a handful of times. You didn't do it a handful of times, but you tried. Not every time, but some of the time.
Let me tell you.
Get the fuck out of here, dude. Like,
your mom must be super proud. If I ever hear one of my boys at any point in their life say, I tried to do the right thing a handful of times, they will not even survive.
I know. The business hand right there.
Like, what the fuck?
I do like this moment in which they put into the preview where Wes is like, would you like full honesty even though it's uncomfortable? He did not give us anything that would make us uncomfortable. The only person talking about uncomfy stuff was Kyle. He talked about that footage, except he couldn't really talk about it full on because Wes hasn't seen it either. He talks about all of the lovey-lovey with Sierra. He talks about the pressing with Amanda, and he can't really have a dialogue about it because West didn't watch it, which is a very, very either smart play or very, very cunning way to evade a conversation about it, because he can't dispute what he's seen, or he can't dispute what happened because he hasn't seen it. And all they're saying is, oh, well, you can interpret it anyway. Well, sir, why don't you go watch it and tell me how you interpret it? Like, and
point.
If we should have put $1 in a jar every time he said that's fair. Ugh.
Yeah, fuck off with that.
Yes,
also,
no.
I am so over these men. Kenney did this last week. These men with their fucking just like bullshit, like semantics about things. When I was asking him, like, do you love her? Like, what's your feelings? That kind of thing.
I wrote this down too.
And he was like, I'm not in love, but I do love her, and like, it's just this like he's just making these like hairpin like differentiations.
Yes.
Like, no, and fuck off with that. And even Kyle goes, Man, the way that you said "I love you" to her when you're talking about, like, last August on camera, he goes, is the same thing that, like, when I did Watch What Happens with Lindsay and I go, "Yeah, I love you." You know, he's like, that wasn't like a "I love you." That was just
And
like you say to your friends. Like, you
yeah,
can
and he's like
time off and be like, "All right, love you, drive safe, love you," like, that
using
wasn't like a
nonsense phrases too, like ambiguity as communication. What? That is I mean, he's blaming the women. He is absolutely he says that, "Oh, yes, I can see why you would be worried about Amanda," because Kyle's worried about Amanda. He's like, "Hey, listen,
yeah.
I think she's gonna get her heart broken," which, Kyle, enough. Like, she made her bed, like, let her lie in it. But Wes
Kyle's
is
being a little performative in some ways.
it absolutely is, because I believe it was Kyle's decision to have the cameras there. I think
West says that. He said
yeah.
Well, but the whole, like, I care so much about Amanda. I just wanna make sure Amanda's okay because this is, like, the second or third episode now that we've seen Kyle say stuff
Yeah.
kind of like that. And I'm not saying that he didn't need to kind of redeem himself in life and become a little bit better person because let's face it, he's been pretty
Mhm.
trash for, like,
Yeah.
10 seasons.
Yeah.
But at this point, I'm almost starting to feel like, all right, calm down, calm down."
Well,
Like,
Lindsay
this is your now ex-wife who fucked you over, like, we all know, like
but Lindsay even says, she was like, "Could you imagine that you fucked up so bad that people forgot about how fucked up Kyle is?"
how bad
Like,
of a husband Kyle was.
yeah, like, you really, really shit the bed here, Amanda, because and I think part of this is Kyle's rehab. He knows how bad he looks. He knows
Right.
how because he was the a standout winner for worst person of the season. And then this shit happened. And so he got a little bit of a reprieve. So now there's a lot of rehab that he's having to do. All of the press rounds, that freaking People interview that he did. Like, I mean, okay, telling all the business. I mean, it's just go read it if you haven't read it because it's fairly juicy. But yeah, then there's all that business about do you love her? How long's it been going on? And he said February. He's loved her since February, but he's not in love with her. He cares about. I'm just like this. What? No wonder women never know where they stand with him. Meanwhile, this man has a full girlfriend. They were showing pictures from November 2024.
Right. And he openly admits, yeah, I mean, he admits, yeah, she thought that we were exclusive and that she was my girlfriend, but, like, I knew that we weren't. Like, did you, like, invite her to that conversation?
I mean, apparently not. Girl, she's at his apartment waiting for him to come home from filming Summer House Weekends.
Right. So I was
mean,
confused a little bit when she said that, like, because then she said something about living in Philly. So is she a New Yorker or does she live in Philly?
I think she lives in Philly.
Okay.
Because she would come up to see him, and I think that's why, like, the sleepovers and stuff.
His apartment and stuff.
Yeah. And Kyle's like, "Well, I really think you owe her an apology." He doesn't say sorry. He says, I owe a lot of people an apology." Okay, well, start now. Start now. I'm ready. Give it to me.
He is such trash. Like, such trash.
And not that I want to be a bitch about it, but this CRME, what was this? What did we even know? Like, I mean, great. I love that y'all are, like, female bonding. I love that y'all are kiki and having fun over mimosas, but why are you wasting my time with this shit? Like, I didn't learn anything.
The only interesting comment from that whole, like, Sierra Miha conversation was about Miha saying a lot of our communications now are over the phone instead of text because of her.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which tells me Amanda's checking his phone and reading his texts.
Right. And they had a 6-hour conversation after the reunion. First off,
like
call the police.
For 6 hours.
Call the police. But she is obviously still connected to him. You know, like, you can tell. She even says, like, I'm having a really hard time, like, doing away with these feelings. And girl,
this small wee must be real good.
Look at him. I don't know.
So hung up on him. I mean, like, what in the world?
Mia from Southern Hospitality says that he's a real good D and was, like, telling people, hey, man, go for it. So I don't know. I don't know what to do. But this whole thing too, she got her feelings hurt whenever Amanda was going with West Italy, because apparently he told her he couldn't take her. And then, yeah, it's just so shitty. Like, I don't know. I didn't really find anything to be super compelling about this. And this is where I wrote picks back to November 2024. Cheers to the gossip, cheers to the petty, and that's that.
I did like Sierra's champagne glasses, her coupes, though. Those were really
okay. From the
takeaway from
the commercials, it almost looked like margarita glasses, but I could see that in the thing. But I mean, anything else for this aftermath? This was so stupid. Yeah. So okay. All right.
Robert, do this to us again in the future. Okay.
All right. Let's take a quick break here, and then we'll come back with In the City, because I have feelings about it too. We're back, and by the way, this is But I'll Take a Pinot Grigio podcast with the Sundi Rose pop culture professor
and Emilie, Sundi's sidekick, and we were obviously so anxious to talk about this bullshit non-anything episode that we just hopped right into it.
And I am feeling very kind of similarly about In the City season 1 episode 5, Trolley Off the Tracks.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, so to remind, Danielle wants a baby with a married man. Amanda's the one spreading that shit around. Amanda's moving out. Spark is missing. Future is murky with Kennny and Wester Nuts. Kennny and Andrea get into a fight. Garrett wants to open mouth kiss Kennny, and he thinks that they should break up. I'm paraphrasing here, everyone. But
we start off in Midtown.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. In this moment,
Amanda is having a fitting on the Sierra bathing suit top.
I bet
says to this designer or whatever who I'm gonna have to
get more friends,
make new friends to name my pieces after. Ma'am, no, you're not, because you are garbage, and that line was canceled because no one wants to buy your nonsense.
Well, definitely now. See, this is another thing too. This is what is upsetting about what Bravo's doing. I get that they are really trying to milk the summer house stuff because everybody's super interested, but they are really doing a disservice to In the City, because we cannot hold space for the multiple timelines that's happening. See what we see with Amanda and Kyle, know what we know, and then give a shit about this fucking timeline or this storyline with Kyle. Why do I care that she's moving out? Why do I give a fuck? I already saw what's happening, and Bravo, you're not doing a good job, keeping me invested.
It's like they're not keeping the man behind the curtain.
Exactly.
They're showing us how the sausage is made, and so I no longer am buying the sizzle on the next episode, because here's Amanda, this entire episode of In the City. Oh, well, I'm out here to support Kyle. Oh, well, I'm just trying to do this. I'm trying to I had a breakdown about moving out of the apartment.
We don't buy that. I know.
No, you didn't.
We don't buy. I mean, we don't buy that.
I know.
And they spend a lot of time, a lot of B-roll. There was a lot of stuff that wasn't important, a lot of filler stuff. Let me tell you what I would want to see more of: when Yvonne rocks up to Georgina and Lindsay's playdate and thought it was brunch. They're like, why are you so dressed up? Why are you so dressed up, girl? She's like, oh shit, I thought we were having brunch. That's funny. Let's lean into, if we want to show about grown-ups, we want to show about adults and their adult lives. Let's lean into that shit.
Right.
It's getting overshadowed. And also, I'm going to come back to this too, but I don't give a shit about Kennny and his PI long lost father business. They have not made us care about him enough.
Literally what I wrote down.
Okay.
Kennny searches for long lost dad. Who gives a fuck? I really I don't care. I really don't care. You know what? You are a piece of shit.
And another thing is that this whole storyline with Nick and Yvonne that are trying to have a baby, right? They decided to try. Well, we know they just freaking announced that she's pregnant in the news.
Right. And also, Sundi, exciting. Yay. Nick agreed that we can start trying to have a baby.
Thank you, sir. Yes. Under his eye. Ma'am, thank you.
Ma'am, no. I just can't.
This lunch too between Kyle and Kennny. I'll get to the meetup in a minute, but Kyle's like, listen, man, I gotta watch my sauces. Yeah, he's like, I gotta watch my sauces. I just came from the dentist. I can't be fucking up my whitening job. Can I just get some, vinaigrette clear, please? But Kenny goes straight in. And I have said this many times. I don't mean to beat the same drum over and over. Kenny doesn't know how to reality TV. He doesn't know how.
No.
Kyle does. And so he sits down and he goes immediately in, well, you're saying this and this and this and this. And saying phrases like, everybody's closing in on me, everybody's ganging up on me, really isolates you from the audience because we don't see it that way. And you performing victim makes us even more distant from you.
Hates you even more. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. And also, there's just a couple of places where I wrote down the thing that they said that they were implying that doesn't mean it. Because I'm talking about the spark of a future commitment, the spark of the idea that, no,
that's not what that means.
That's not what that means. No, future commitment is not the same as a spark. You cannot use those two things interchangeably, sir. And him trying to acrobatic his way around it is embarrassing.
It is embarrassing. Now, here's my only thing that I will say, and we all know that I loathe Kenny. Okay. But I did actually, because I do try to be fair-ish if I can.
Okay.
He did say to Kyle, it doesn't matter how old you are, you can still find your happiness. Because Kyle's talking about being like in his 40s and getting divorced and whatever,
Yeah. That was nice.
I did actually think that was very sweet and actually very like true, and I was like, wow, that's pretty insightful for this douchebag to come up with. And then he also advised Kyle against cutting a mullet haircut again. And so I'm going to give Kenny props. That's going to be the only time this season, for like those two little gems.
The ironic mullet has seen its day, come and gone. No, thank you.
Yeah.
Then there's then we move to the Plinko Jenga stuff. Why are we getting so much B-roll? I said last week that I need more time getting to know, and then we're seeing them do all this dumb shit and like, ha ha ha, kiki. No, let's talk more about what the situation is. And like Yvonne kind of alludes to it. So she says something like, I don't really have any beef with Danielle. I really like hanging out with her. Okay. What does that mean? What have you heard? Has Lindsay said something about it? Did she tell you not to, trust her? What's the dynamic there? Meanwhile, I don't give a fuck about your Jenga.
Yeah. Also, did we all know collectively that Yvonne and Nick are not really married?
No, we did not. They flashed.
And why are we just like bypassing that? That seems to me like something that could be a bit more of a storyline, Bravo. And Bravo's just like, FYI, they're not married.
Yeah. But also to watch this, 4 minutes of Jenga here.
Yeah.
But like they acted like we did because they flashed back to something, to a scene that I'm not sure that we saw, with Gavin kind of like, and questioning the situation. Mexico, yes, but like say New York, no. Next week, I guess we're going to see him go do it, but whatever. I mean, say more. Yeah. And Owen, not finalized either. And you and I have had this conversation. I do want to remark on Danielle's eyebrows. They're really there. They are firmly there.
As someone who has to like every day draw my eyebrows on because they are so blonde that they just don't exist without some makeup, I do understand like the feeling, the desire to want to fill your eyebrows in, but like maybe calm down a little, Danielle.
Yeah. Maybe go a little bit lighter. Just a little bit lighter. I do take issue here with how minimizing she is about Owen's divorce. She's like, listen, it's not a big deal. People get divorced every day. Like, it's just not that big a deal. Ma'am, it is a big deal to a lot of women. And if it's taking a really long time, then something is happening in the process that is dragging out, whether it's contentious or not. You acting like, it's just this thing that we're having to dispose of, like a, fly infestation or something. It's just not very genuine to that woman's experience. We don't really know who she is, if she's nice or not. But I'm just like, let's be a little bit more gracious about separation and divorce in this moment.
Yeah. It feels to me like Danielle feels like she has finally fallen in love. And so I think what she's seeing is that like, I feel like I've finally found like the one. And I'm just gonna kind of gloss over anything that doesn't quite go along.
And all of that's in her way
like
to getting to the end of
tale,
hers.
you know?
Mhm.
And and I understand it. I mean, I get where she's coming from, and also she's not wrong in a way that, yeah, divorce, unfortunately, I mean, more than half of married
Yeah.
couples do end up in divorce, and it is an unfortunate circumstance in life that some people have to deal with or whatever. But yeah, it is a little more of it deserves a little bit more seriousness, a little more gravity than what she's giving it.
Agreed. And
Really
she also does not deserve this homewrecker show. I thought we left homewrecker in 2016. This is a very antiquated way to talk about a woman. We don't ever say a man's a homewrecker. And I don't know if her reaction is proportional to this because she's been on reality TV for 10 years, but I don't know.
Too, that being a Latina, that there's
Oh,
a
that's a
little
good,
bit
yeah.
more of a stigma about it with, I mean, I think she referenced Made in Manhattan. Was she talking about the Jennifer Lopez movie?
Yes, because she's a maid. Not her best work there, Danielle. She could have gone somewhere else. But yes, the archetype of just being this wanted, hussy mistress side piece, I think that she's feeling that archetype being thrust upon her. And Amanda
I think maybe
doubles down.
She's saying because she's a Latina, that it's a little bit more. I mean, and I don't know. I mean, because I'm not, and so I don't.
It's not a nice thing to say.
Yeah. Well, it's not a nice thing to say about anybody, but
Well,
I feel like she's taking it a little bit maybe more personally, than I don't know, than some people might. I'm not really.
Jeff and I are firmly in season 5 of Vanderpump Rules, which is in 2016, and the amount of times that these women call each other whores, skanks, sluts, home wreckers, like you suck dick for money, it's a challenging season.
Yeah.
I'll just say that. And so in 2026, for a woman on one of my shows to be labeled a homewrecker, I'm just like, oh man, we're not past this shit yet. Bummer.
I completely agree.
Do you think Kennny forced Whitney to go on that run?
Yes, 100%.
Is she a hostage?
Yes, Whitney, blink 3 long times if we need to save you. I mean, she's literally, they are running for 30 seconds. And she's like, can we stop?
He's like, no, pick it up, hurry up, motherfucker.
And he's like, oh, I'm so happy I finally got you out here running with me. All right, fucking calm down. You're looking at a woman who's 5'11" and probably weighs 110 pounds.
Yeah.
It's not like she's needing the exercise because she's got to get fit or anything.
Exactly. She had an almond and a cigarette for breakfast, sir. Please, at least give her an omelet before you take her out there, for fuck's sake. I think Kennny thought this was going to be his storyline, the PI stuff. I think that he was like, oh, okay. This is what's going to be interesting about me. I am going to go on this journey to find my dad. Also, they reveal a lot of personal information about his dad. Do you think did he have to sign a waiver?
I don't know, but I was thinking the same thing. If you are sharing all the information on reality television that you are also sharing with the private investigator that you hired,
just let the internet do it for free. But I mean,
don't you feel does your biological father not have a problem with this?
That's what I said too. I was like, damn. But also too, paid that private investigator for nothing because Whitney said, click, 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 click. Oh, look, I found him.
And also, Whitney, you stupid bitch. Okay. I feel personally attacked about the whole Facebook. She was like, I mean, it's a 65-year-old woman. Of course she's on Facebook. That's their Bible. Bitch, I like Facebook too. Calm down. Don't be throwing shade like that.
No comment, because it has been taken over by the olds. But I also like this almost self-aware comment that he makes. He's like, this thing with my dad and this abandonment may be impacting my relationships and how I move. You almost got to the point, sir. You almost saw it, but then you bailed out. No, it's never me. It's not me. It's definitely not me. This man.
Yeah. He was like, I mean, it could No, that's not.
No, that's not it.
No,
not it.
I was talking crazy there for a minute. Sorry.
This fucking lover boy trolley, this is my nightmare. What are we doing? Why are we going? How many stops are we going to do? How long do I need to plan to be on this? When I get off, what's my job? This is a nightmare.
The whole thing. This trolley ride was a train wreck. Okay, that's all I have to say. Like, start to finish. So Amanda's like throwing a t-shirt on over her like Lululemon that's like 1,000 times too big for her. Kenny telling Whitney when she puts the hat on, now you can't tell how little your head is. Man, fuck all the way off with you.
That's some nagging shit right there.
That poor bartender that they all like attack, and they're like, "Is it good? Is it good? Just try it. Do you want to stock it?" And she's like, "It's delicious." Like, I mean, I'm gonna get murdered if I don't say it's good.
Well, here's the thing too: is I really wish that they would drop this facade that they're just like dropping in. Obviously, Bravo has to get permission. All of these people have to sign waivers. They all have to set up in there. They have to mic everybody. Like, you are not fooling us. This woman.
We are on a publicity tour. We've got or whatever.
Guerrilla marketing is what Kyle said, but there were probably like 17 PAs working round the clock for the last 24 hours before that to make that shit happen. Like, yeah, guerrilla marketing. But I wrote, did he trick these folks into coming? Did they know what they were getting into? Because everybody's like, where am I? What am I doing?
Think they thought they were having a booze cruise type of thing around town. And then he's like, psych, we're also going to stop off and try to sell my terrible.
Yeah. Not a party bus. Also who is not on a party bus? Georgina's kids, as they're throwing themselves against her office door when she's just trying to give some talks to a woman.
I mean, that is not a relaxing day at the beauty.
No.
Okay, like, I'm not getting my aesthetic procedures done. There are like toddlers throwing themselves.
You see the handprints?
Yeah. What about Amanda at the very beginning of this stupid trolley ride too? Like when he gives her a hat and she's or like she's changing, putting the t-shirt on her. She's like, "Oh, and I was having a really good hair day," until her hair got all staticky. Ma'am, your 7 strands of hair were not looking good. Okay,
yeah,
just calm down.
We'll put that in the column of shit she complained about too. Like, I just have so much to do. I'm moving. Mm-hmm. Okay. What's number 2 in that column? And
because from what I saw, the movers were literally packing your shit
as she sits on her phone,
and you're like, "Oh, I have 2 more boxes if you need them." What kind of dumb ass have you ever moved in your life, Amanda? You have 2 more boxes for the professional moving company that you hired to come in and pack all your shit up. I'm pretty sure they have plenty of boxes. It's kind of what they do for.
I mean, she's no wonder everyone infantilizes. Thank you so much. I could not get it out of my mouth because she acts like a baby. And so when they fall into this pattern where they're like, "Oh, let me take care of poor little Amanda. I'm such a baby." But then she's like a mean baby. Like, "Oh, my hair, and oh, I'm busy, and
So this is where I texted you, I think, like this ride situation that I was like, she is such a fucking bitch. Like, I absolutely want to just smack her. Like, I hate her. This whole thing on the bus, like, or the trolley, whatever the hell they were on. So she just goes after Danielle with this whole thing. And then she's like, "Well, it was just in a group text and I wasn't the one who said it." Well, bitch, you were responding and you're bringing it up now. So I don't care if Katie was the one who sent the original screenshot or whatever. Like, y'all are being real assholes.
Yes.
And then Amanda loses her mind on this trial.
Real defensive, yelling.
Like yelling. I mean, everybody is just looking at her like, "All right, what happened here?"
And
like,
I will say this too. I would not want anyone to get a hold of our text thread.
Oh God, no.
But if somebody did, I would have to just be like, "I'm so sorry, I'm the worst. I'm so sorry, I'm an asshole. My bad." There's no way to like get around it. Amanda is shifting. She's like, well, take it up with Katie and Matt. They're the ones. And also, too, everybody screenshot shit they see. If my friends were famous, I would be screenshotting shit and be like, oh my God, Emily, did you see this about blah, 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 blah? Like,
right.
That's just human nature. So, Danielle, stand down on that way. But also, too,
also, like,
Amanda, just cop it.
What are you doing bringing it up? Like, we're on this, like, group outing thing. Like, this is some, this is, I don't know.
Why do Amanda and aside from this thing right here, why are Amanda and Danielle beefing? Do we know?
Oh, I don't know. I was going to ask you.
I have it in my notes.
The only thing that I could figure out, that they did a couple of clips where, like, Amanda it seems like she's never really liked Danielle. Like, there's been, like, stuff in the summer house previously that she didn't, like she said something about how Danielle, whenever Kyle and Amanda would fight, that Danielle would, like, take Kyle's side or whatever.
Y'all know how I feel about a guy's girl. I think Danielle might be a guy's girl.
Yeah.
But this is also, too, where I made note of, like, having all of the knowledge ruins it for me.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like, Amanda, I am so uninvested in your particular storyline and how you're trying to, show up for Kyle or whatever. And also, too, it's happening more and more in 2026 where reality TV, they break the fourth wall a little bit. And they talk about the blogs. That's what they mean by like all the shit that we read on social media, the shit that me and you send next to each other back and forth. Yeah. That's what they're talking about. And because that's outside of the bubble in which we interact with these people, we cannot see what they're saying to each other. We don't exactly. We haven't read every single solitary thing. And so it feels a little like we don't know. Yeah, well, yeah. But I mean, like maybe there's one that we haven't, but it feels just like, hey, catch me up. Right? Like,
I agree.
Did somebody, it's just strange, but you can't ignore it because we are in the world that we're in. How are we supposed to do it?
So, all right, correct me if I'm wrong, but I can remember, so like when Real Housewives of like the OC and like some of the original Bravo reality shows, okay? So I used to watch those. And I can remember on those when the women would kind of get into stuff on the show and be like, well, you were talking about so-and-so online or whatever. Bravo used to like throw it up on the TV, like they do a screenshot of like, whatever the New York Post said, whatever that, headline was on like, the internet or whatever. And I don't feel like they're doing that for us anymore. And like that, I think would help us like contextualize some.
Well, they do it with Amanda and Kyle, but they have put all of their eggs in Kyle and Amanda's basket.
Messages that they're throwing up there.
But think about it. But they did it. They did it at the beginning of the reunion. They did it at the beginning at the season finale. They've done it, but they only do it around storylines that they are promoting. So they're putting all of their eggs in Kyle and Amanda's basket. So once we do not have summer house reunions to talk about, what is in the city going to be? Are we going to be interested in this show? When we can just like pull up the blogs and see what's happening because none of it is real. And I mean, Lindsay, maybe Danielle, whatever, but they're posting her fucking pregnancy pictures on Instagram. I don't need to go with you to your pregnancy journey. I know it works out.
Right. I already know exactly like what's happening. Like Yvonne, you're pregnant. Danielle, you're pregnant. Like, I mean, we know what's happening here.
The timeline is folding in on each other.
Yeah. The only thing that's entertaining in the city right now is like Lindsay and her faces and comments and Georgina's bizarre style of like parenting.
Girl, Georgina needs her very own reality show in which a camera just follows her around to work, putting chocolate in her baby's diaper because he wanted to keep his poo on. Like, please. I need you to tell me everything. She is gold. Missing out.
I mean, like, I'm very confused by some of her like parenting choices or whatever. But I'm also like really impressed too. Like she's somebody that I would be like, girl, let's go get a martini. I would like
seriously. But I mean, do you think we've seen maybe, I don't know, 10 minutes collectively of her?
Probably, yeah. Like
it's a real shame. We're wasting this shit.
I think there's too many people on the city that they're trying to make us care about.
I agree. I agree. And so, like, Andrea, in order to stay relevant, he just takes his shirt off.
No, I'm okay with that. If you
Yeah.
wanna just do that for every episode,
In his
Andrea.
confessional, he's like, "Listen, what? I don't hear what you're saying. Unsnap, unsnap,
Yeah, he's
unsnap.
like, "Wait, did you see my abs?" And the producer's like, "Yeah, we can see them. Yeah,
We got it, buddy. We got it."
yeah, we
Just,
can see them." I was like, "Oh, no,
um,
I couldn't quite see that. Show me
yeah.
a
What?
little more.
Let me see again. I've got this whole bit too where Lindsay and Danielle are standing in line for pizza, and there's a lot about homewrecker right here, which we've talked about some here, but you know, and the Maid in Manhattan. I was trying to I was trying to like make a joke about Maid in Manhattan, but I can't get there.
This is another storyline, though, that I don't care about with the whole
Mhm.
Lindsay and Danielle. Like, Danielle, like, "I'd like to come see your apartment." And Lindsay's like, "I don't know if we're good enough friends yet for that kind
That's
of."
weird.
Ma'am, I've already seen on Instagram that you were either at her baby shower or helped host her baby shower, and there's
Mhm.
all these pictures of you with her prego belly and you posing with her. Like, I already know y'all have made up. Y'all are friends again.
Right.
Mm.
And so, how do we go about talking about this show for the rest of the season without the reunions to kind of like lead us into it? How are we supposed to talk about it in a way that keeps us interested? Because if I had to guess, we probably have 6 or 7 more episodes.
Oh, I don't.
So,
So, what was this tonight? 5?
this was 5 or 4.
I
I don't.
think
This
I
was
think
5.
I read somewhere, I think that it's 8 episodes is what I
Okay,
thought.
well, 3 then. So, what is
They're like,
our?
they just filmed the reunion.
Yeah, that's right. I did see that too. But I mean, if I could talk to Bravo, I'd be like, "Hey, man, stop with the multiple timelines." Or I mean,
Yeah.
or I don't even know. I don't even know how to fix that because we live in real time and stuff is shot in a different time. I don't even know how to fix that.
Yeah.
Before we sort of like go off into the ditch, I want to talk about this whole scene with Amanda and who was in our apartment. Ma'am, you got a mouse in your pocket? Who the fuck apartment are you talking about? Mm-mm.
You have signed a lease
Yeah.
somewhere else. Your movers have just taken all of your shit out of this apartment. Yeah, I completely agree. I made a comment about that too. Like, something about you're bringing strangers back to
Yes.
our house. Also, I was very confused because Amanda has this comment, like, I guess, like in a confessional or whatever, where she was like, I mean, it was my last night in our apartment and I was all alone. I was all by myself, which made it sound as though Kyle was nowhere to be seen. But then, like, the next scene is her and Kyle, and she's like going off on him about coming home late, going back out, coming back home. And he's like, well, it was marathon day. You knew I was going to, which NYC Marathon is a big party day.
I also think Carl ran it too. I think
Oh,
Carl,
yeah.
I think Carl was in there. But the thing is, though, was
Just
it?
like party,
Yeah, was it a little tacky for him to like bring folks back? Yes, absolutely. Is it in his purview to do so? Yes, ma'am, it is. And this encapsulates,
Or not, like, you're
but like,
moving out, Amanda.
but this
You're moving out.
encapsulates her like victimhood. Oh,
Absolutely.
I'm all alone. So Loverboy office, I believe, is attached to their apartment. So when she's
Yeah, 'cause
talking about how Kyle wasn't here, he's not even here, and all she has to do is open the door and he's standing right there, and he's like, "Oh, hold on, I'm gonna wrap up." She's like, "I'm leaving right now."
Yeah, he's like on a Zoom meeting or something, and she's like, I mean, he's not even here. He's not even here for my last moment. Okay. He's a literal doorway away.
And you're leaving him.
Right.
You're packing your shit and moving out. Like, this is just the entitlement of it. Like, Amanda, everyone needs to take care of Amanda. Here is a gold medal for existing.
She
And
wants her cake and she wants to eat it too.
I
She wants
predict.
to move out and she wants to be separated from Kyle, but she also wants Kyle to continue to, worship her, take care of her, indulge her every whim, and make her feel like she's the center of the, universe. But then also she's like, fuck you, Kyle, I'm moving out. I signed a year lease.
I wish you the best. She
Make
said that.
our relationship work.
she said, "I wish you the best." Because he did not, like, I guess, acquiesce, didn't fall all over himself saying, "I'm sorry."
Right.
She gets mad. And I was like, you know what? She is very overwhelmed with the situation she created. And also, too, Kyle's drunk in this scene, right? Like, he's just got that, like, that tone where his voice is, like, coming from right here.
Yeah.
And, it's this, but they were teasing this particular scene.
Lover boy Zoom kind of thing. He was
Yeah.
probably drinking the product.
Maybe. Or maybe he's just, maybe it's a
last night if he came home at midnight and then turned around and
went
went
back
back out.
43 years old, man. Whatever damn vitamins you're on, please send them to me, because going back out at 12 o'clock at 43 is diabolical.
Sundi, it's 11:22 right now, and I'm like, we gotta wrap this.
I mean, me too. Like, today, I woke up really early this morning, and I was like, oh, God, we're going to get this together. Like, what are we doing? And we're remote but goat today, y'all, because I'm at my house and Emily's at her house because of our just, various and myriad ailments and lives and things that we were having to, like, contend with. But I have a prediction, and I don't know. Maybe it's just a wish. Jeff and I sort of parsed through those. I think the more distance Kyle gets from this situation, the less and less press that it gets, and the less he has to perform good guy, the more he's going to become annoyed with Amanda's bullshit. He's not responsible for her anymore. And I think, because, like, there was a picture of them in the press, I forget where it was from, but they were coming out of some kind of event, red carpet. They were laughing and, like, really, like,
it was the In the City reunion, I think.
Yes, there it goes. And so they were really kind of looking like, I think Kyle is also very image conscious, and I think he is very conscious of how much blowback Amanda's getting. And once all of this sort of dissipates, he's going to be like, fuck this bitch. And there'll be less concessions made for her publicly and hopefully privately.
I hope so, because, I mean, he was kind of a shitty husband in a lot of the scenes that we saw over the years, like, and just kind of a shitty person in general. I'm still going to say, Kyle, you're kind of a mid, person. Just
I disagree. I'm more and more, I know.
But it does sort of pain me sometimes to see him bending over backwards to try to be like the bigger person in this breakup and to try to be nice and, like, care about her. And instead of her then being like, okay, let me try to be a big person too, or let me try to, like, take a cue from him, she just gets, like, nastier and nastier to him. And it's just it's tough to watch. And
more punishing. And what emblemizes it is that scene in the reunion where he goes up to her because he needs a hug or he really wants to kind of connect. And he's standing there sobbing and she's just, like, stone and she's, like, robotically tapping him. I'm so sorry. That is really symbolic of the way that he performs, like, support for her and whatever. But you know what? Good. Her and Wes. How long? What's your side bet? Like, if we're doing the over under, what are we thinking for Wes and Amanda?
Oh, October at the latest.
All right, I was gonna say 6 months. Mine's a little bit more generous than yours. I was gonna say Christmas.
I was gonna say the end of summer originally, but I think they'll ride it out through summer, and then it's gonna be like early to mid fall.
Yeah, because they're on vacation right now too. Like, they're just, like, vacation lovers. So
So
we'll see.
Summer House starts recording again 4th of July.
Yeah, who's on it?
2 weeks.
Who do we know?
We don't know. Not West.
Not West. Bye, wig. No, I think Amanda has fully transitioned into In the City. And that was another thing I was going to ask you. What do you think is next for Amanda after In the City goes off? You think they're going to ask her back? Is there some, I
don't know. I hope.
I bet Kyle fights for her, though.
I'm telling you. Like,
you're not going to watch it?
Another show with this woman. She is horrifying. I can't.
I do.
I'm going to end up breaking one of my TVs if I have to not watch another Steve.
Knock it off the wall and throw it down. I think they need to reevaluate what In the City is.
I don't think that they know. I think
you're right.
I don't know. It just feels very, like, Bravo's just sort of like, we're just going to throw a bunch of footage together and see what sticks, you know? And I don't care about any of them really, other than, like, I know I would watch Lindsay. You know what? You know what In the City should be? Lindsay and her dating shenanigans.
Yes. I would watch the fuck out of that. And then Georgina sort of like popping in and out.
Lindsay and Georgina dating and like managing their little tiny toddler children. Like,
let's develop that show because that is gold.
I don't care
but
about
I am very interested. I didn't check with the upfronts to see if In the City got picked up again, but I don't have high hopes for it. I don't know. So
no.
Next time we are going to get a Nick and Yvonne wedding, I think, and Amanda something.
I thought they were already married.
Yeah, I mean, Amanda something wasting her time. Kennny and Gavin want to fuck. I mean, they're arguing again. And, you know, all of that. So, who is your bridge and tunnel? You can't say Amanda.
Really?
Yes, because she's the permanent one. So, you can't say Amanda.
Okay. I don't know.
Ideally, you pick it out before we sit down to watch.
I kind of forgot. Sorry.
Okay, that's fine. Well, I will say I'll do mine. My bridge and tunnel is running. Okay. The marathon.
I didn't know that we could do that.
Yeah, we could do whatever we want, Emily. We make the rules. We made this game up. But poor Whitney is just
a real person.
Yeah. Poor Whitney is fighting for her life out there in the summer humidity on the New York streets. Kyle is just Kyle is just trying
to dress for the climate that they live in. And
I know. Kyle's just trying to celebrate Marathon Day, and he's got Amanda over here tapping her foot, like waiting for it. Like, come on, give him a break. And so
I know who my bridge and tunnel is.
Okay, give it.
It's that damn dog. That damn dog that went and gave West a kiss.
Oh, traitor!
That was Summer House.
But what was that dog's name?
I don't know.
Terrence, Sydney. It's some weird shit. I don't know.
It's very weird.
TBD, y'all. Okay, and then my big golden apple goes to Georgina's kids. Because relatable. Have you ever tried to work? Remember when your children were little and you were like trying to study, or you were trying to work and you're just like, shut the fuck up for fucking 20 fucking minutes?
Yeah. Do you not remember like exactly a year ago when I was raising my toddler niece?
Oh, that's right. Yeah. And Shep's around too.
Remember what little kids were like.
So many of our recordings has got Shep just coming in and be like, hey, lovey, like, get the fuck out of here. Or Ethan in here, like, making him some tea and the kettle's whistling in the background. I'm like, so yes, Georgina, relatable. Yeah. Relatable.
I do. I really do love Georgina. And actually, I will say on this show, I'm not really quite sure why, but like, I am going to give like Owen a little, like, I don't know if he gets like the golden apple, but like
he gets runner up.
He might get like a half of an apple, like.
For why? What did he do that showed himself today?
I just felt like he was like, and maybe it was just like the editing of it, but like that, I felt like he was kind of being compassionate. And then there was that one scene in the trolley that I would have liked more of, where like Danielle was like, I'm done, I'm off. And he stuck around. Like he stayed on there.
I do like that.
It was kind of like, why are you getting this? Why are you not talking to her directly? Like, why are you not blah, 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 And I just got the feeling from him that he was, I think he's a little better than we've been giving him credit for, and that Bravo's giving him credit for.
Maybe, because I gave him the short end of the stick. Important question. Was that trolley air conditioned?
I don't know. Those windows were down the whole time and they were throwing stuff out of there. And that poor trolley driver, man. Oh my God.
I mean, my tolerance for heat is getting lower and lower. All I can think about is like, how fucking hot are these people? Like, how hot are they?
Yeah. Because it gets very humid in New York with it being an island and like the concrete.
The I'll be there on Thursday, which
God, take a personal fan with you.
Yes, girl. We also forgot to do business.
Oh yeah.
Forgot to do business.
With your remote. Like, we don't.
I know. We are just out of sorts. But please tune in. Our mega mini crossover this week is going to be the Lost Culturistas Awards. We're going to watch it together and kind of talk about it after. Brooke is going to watch it with us, and hopefully she'll kind of contribute. We are fully into the trash that is Vanderpump Rules Season 5. And like I just said, I am headed to New York City. Ellie Mae is heading north, y'all. I'm going to do a little bit of a tour. I'm going to go to Soft Bar. I'm probably going to go to the Garrett. I've got
If you see Carl at Soft Bar, you have to get a picture for me with him and tell him,
I'll show him your picture. Like, this girl has got a heart on for you. She's got a boner at home right now. But I've got a few things that I'm going to do. So stay tuned for some content from Boots on the Ground there.
Right. I'm excited. I can't wait to hear.
Yeah. And, any and all comments or questions, send it to Jeff at PinoPod. And then find us at Take a PinoPod on TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram.
All right.